All right, finna mess with this Thoroughbred today. Thoroughbred is the biggest racing industry in history, period. I mean, Thoroughbreds make the most money because they're long distance runners. The Kentucky Derby is a mile and 16, between a mile 16, mile and a half. But anyway, they make the most money because they're most expensive and then you give them a long distance race. Particularly anything over half a mile, that's what Thoroughbreds normally run. Reason why, because they got the big lungs. They got the big heart, the big lungs. They're tall with it. This is a 2-year-old Thoroughbred that I'm breaking. I've had him probably about 3 or 4 rides on him. And he's sitting right at, I want to say right at about 16, a little over 16 hands. Okay, and I'm finna just ride him right quick. But as I'm riding him, y'all know I like to talk about these $1 million horses. I was studying the other day, a guy claimed the horse. He spent a little money on the claim, but he made good money within a 4-month period of time. He spent $50,000 on the claim, and then he came back, and in 3 months, he made $400,000. They picked the races right. The horse was just not getting into gear, and he turned on right after the guy claimed him. These horses these Thoroughbreds, man, I'm telling you, they are the way to go. They're a bit high if you're getting in the breeding side, but because it's a stud fee with a Thoroughbred, a good Thoroughbred stud fee is gonna cost you about $150,000 to breed to them. You know what I'm saying? $75,000 on the cheap side, whatever. So, but anyway, what I'm doing right here, tacking him up. Got my nylon bridle. Got my yoke, Nightingale. I don't want to be too tight. This is how you know if you're too tight or not. Once you put your bridle on, boom, put your hand right there. That's a little too loose. So I'm tightening it on up here, and bam. Nice and fit, snug. For him, I don't have to be too much. All right. So I'm gonna take him in the round pen and we'll go from there. Pause. So I got my saddle pad here, throwing on him. Nice, good training saddle. I like to use. In the races, these saddles are a lot more thinner. So that's why you really get them used to this right here. Or whatever. Always check your other side before you get on. Make sure you're good. You wanna make sure this is not twisted. So you're here with it. Make sure it ain't twisted, so you're here, boom. Make sure that's good, and we come back on the other side. Right here. And you come with your yoke. You'll have your yoke. Make sure you put it in with your saddle, with your girth. Nice and snug. We roll it on up. All we gotta do is put in the first hole. Now with these horses, right? Horses like this, these horses right here, they feel pretty tight right here when you put it in, right? But once your horse starts moving, he's gonna breathe and he's gonna let that air out, and this is gonna get loose. So I'm gonna take him, I'm gonna spin him. I'm gonna spin him here. He's loosening up. Once he loosen up, now he's about good. Now I'll be able to go up one more at least. I want to be good and snug. Got my girth in, my yoke on there. Bam. This particular horse named Smoky, he's a stud. He's not a crazy stud, but he's got a stud mind. He'll try to fight you a little bit, so I like to throw the blankers on him. There you go, Smoke. This horse right here had a lot of hands on. So when you got somebody that had hands on a horse, they done put hands on a horse like this, They done rubbed all over. He ain't coming straight out the wild. So he ain't coming straight out the wild, he's good, you know what I mean? You ain't got to worry about a horse being too crazy. He ain't come straight out the wild. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Come on. All right, when you're breaking these horses and you're getting on them, you want them to get used to any little thing. You know what I mean? So I like to be up all over my horse. So this horse, he's a thoroughbred. He's pretty tall, so normally people give you a good leg up on a horse. Let's see if our cameraman can give me a leg up right quick. 1, 2, and 3. Boom. I'm up on him like that. And I'm ready for action. Now with these horses, horse got his head down like this. He's pretty chill little stud. So he's got his head down like that. If he go to bucking, if a horse go to bucking, like I've said in one of my previous videos, if he go to bucking, you want to try to pull that head up. Keep that head up in the air if he get to bucking, you know, because a horse, he's got to have his head down to really buck like he want to. So we go from here with it, here with it, bam, right here, bam. And we're gonna go around to the right side. And that's how we get them. We'll get them going. And in a couple weeks or so, I'll have them out on the track and we'll be rolling from there. So y'all stay tuned and follow me on these thoroughbreds as we travel this journey towards the end of the year. If everything's go right and they stay solid and stay sound between him and Big Red over there. Big Red is more spunky than this thoroughbred. He's 3 years old. You see the one over there? Between him and Big Red, towards the end of the year, hey, we might see millions of dollars. And y'all can see this thing in action, live in action, how these thoroughbreds can make you millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know. And this sport is a sport of kings, and it's for people that love horses and actually want to make a couple dollars out of it at the same time. So stay tuned, and as I train these horses, and see if we can get them out there on the track and get them in the winner circle, baby. So this way it's all started from. So I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. Go. Got old Big Red right here. We just happened to get his horses. Man. Shoot, Red 3 years old, and we just happened to call his horse Big Red. And guess what? He's got the Secretariat bloodline. That was Secretariat barn name, Big Red. This is probably my 4th ride on Big Red, and he's been doing pretty good for me. Like I said, other than that, on the last ride I did have to put the blinkers on him, being that he was trying to go too hard, too fast. So I got him in chill mode. He's chilling right now, because he's been out here in the pasture a little bit. So he's not going as crazy. All right, I'm gonna get a leg up. Boom. So we got him like this. Boom. I'm just gonna turn back around. And what you do with these horses when you're breaking them, you do like little small figure 8s. So a figure 8, if I'm gonna turn here, I'm gonna come around here, then I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna go this way, and then I'm gonna come back here. And that's it right here is gonna put you teaching that left and that right. That's the main thing you want these horses to know once you start figuring them out, and once you start breaking them, you wanna know, it's 4 things you wanna know. Left, right, stop, and go. You wanna know left, right, stop, and go. Once you got that with a horse, you can take him on out to the track and keep him going. So like I say, this is Big Red. I'll be continuing training him. This particular horse and the last horse, Smoky, will be going to compete for millions of dollars, possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars up on the track. And we're gonna go with it like that right there and see how far they go. It's just a journey with these thoroughbreds, but it's a love. If you want to get into it, it's a love that you got to have for horses to even make money with them. Because you can lose with horses once or twice, and then bam, you hit a big time race, and then you set over the top. So that's how we are. So let's get it. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.